Hi everyone. So I'm going to use cards, which I have over here ready to go, almost ready. I haven't shuffled yet, but I wanted to show you the astrology on January 3rd, which is the day at noontime in Washington, D.C. Congress is scheduled to be sworn in. So at this point, Mars is still retrograde, but it is working its way out of well, the important thing for you guys to know is, 'cause I don't want to, if I go into too much astrology, I'll lose you. So, for most of you, and that's okay. But Mars opposing Pluto is, with this opposition, it's a confrontation against the powers that be and those who want to fight for justice. So, confrontations can bring breakthroughs. And then we have the other opposition over here. You can see from Neptune in Pisces over to the South Node in Libra, which represents our, justice, fairness, equality, literally our justice system. And then with the opposition to Neptune, which is pretty darn close to the North Node, all about independence. But Neptune over here in Pisces is where things get a little wobbly. And this is the... the illusion and the delusion of MAGA, but it's also the higher source of, all of the disillusion of the injustices of the past, possibly, right? And so hang in there with me, because what I'm going to be reading on has to do with the possibility of Trump being removed by Section 3 of the 14th Amendment. That's going to be my question with the cards. But the astrology right here on the day Congress is supposed to be sworn in is, we have a mystic rectangle, which brings harmony to a situation. We have two aspects of the architect, okay? And the planets involved, again, South Node of the past, justice, fairness, equality, connecting up to Pluto, which is all about power, and power of the people. If we all write our senators, because it would be Congress that would take care of this for us, not SCOTUS, and then it connects over here to the North Node and Neptune, and then again back down to Mars. So all those same planets are involved, of course, right, with the cross, and then the mystic rectangle, which is a really rare formation. Well, it's not as rare as a grand cross, but it's rare. So the other piece to this has to do with, you see the two green lines here. These are inconjuncts, quincunx, inconjuncts, whatever you want to call them. And they both point to the moon and Venus in Pisces, which could bring in something that's all inclusive, that has to do with harmony and things that we value the most. Venus is always about what what do we value. And this is called a finger of fate or a finger of God. Okay? And again, it's connected at the opportunistic, but it has to be a commitment. You get the opportunities with the sextiles, but that you have to commit. And again, it connects to the South Node of the past. We've been through hell and back. We do not want to go through another Trump administration. And then we have it connecting with the opportunity to Mars, which is in Leo, which is all about courage, major, major courage. So, okay, I'll leave that there for a moment while if you want to look at it some more, because I know there are a lot of you that know a lot about astrology, and you can drop in comments about all the other aspects going on at the same time. You can see another inconjunct here and another one here. Yeah. The inconjuncts bring in the need for adjustment because something ain't right. And then you can also see the square from Saturn to Jupiter. Look at that. And Saturn's retrograde, so that'll tighten up later on as time, when it goes direct. But so anyway, if Trump is, well, let's go into the basics again just for a moment. So there was an article in a magazine called Dame, and I will link it below. And it basically spells out everything about the 14th Amendment, Section 3, which keeps anyone who engaged in an insurrection against the U.S. From holding federal or state office. So that's the basis of the 14th Amendment. But then in March, last March, of course, SCOTUS ruled that to enforce this, it has to come through an act of Congress. At least, pretty much that's what legal scholars are talking about. So my question to the cards is, will Congress enforce Section 3 and stop Donald from becoming the next president? That's the question there. Will he be removed by Section 3? Because he's already disqualified unless 2/3 of both the House and the Senate were to remove him from the disqualification, which I think would be like the basis of writing up an amnesty bill. And right now, or at least until January 3rd, we still have a completely Democratic. Well, we don't have the whole. I don't know. Yeah, but we do have a Democratic Senate. We can say that for sure. And 2/3 of both the House and Senate. That's what it would take to give Trump this position. He's definitely not going to get it from the Senate. That's for sure. And there might be enough. Just think about, Mitch McConnell, who's sorry. Well, he says he is, but who knows? His mind's probably gone. There's so many things that could change because people they don't want to. I think a lot of them don't want a dictator in, but I have to let go of my critical thinking skills here for a moment while I get the cards to line up. I'm praying for intending to have the cards line up so that we get the truth. What is the truth? I've got the Kipper and the Lennies, but let's start with the tarot. And I did leave the cards all upright just so that you can see them more clearly, and I'll read them correctly however it goes. Don't worry about that. My eyes tend to give me like funny feelings inside when I'm looking at a card and I realize, that should have been the other way around, either upright or reversed. It's like a weird Aries ascendant and moon thing I have with my eyes. It's like, something don't look right. Okay. Will our senators, now maybe this is the call for each one of us to, I haven't done it yet, but we could all write to our senators. I live in a really blue state, so, but still, I'm absolutely sure my senator would vote to keep the 14th Amendment on Trump. So let's see, how's this going to go? Will Trump be removed by Section 3 of the 14th Amendment? Right there. Okay. Right in the center we have the Hanged Man. This is the forces in motion, what's going on. This would be a sacrifice somehow. And the sacrifice may be that if they were to, here's the challenge, is to get everybody on board. If they were to do it, it would throw everything into, well, it could be that it gets right into alignment with what Lori over at the Way of Positive Change dreamt back in August, where everything was a mess for a year, and then all of a sudden it was put right. Okay, down at the bottom here we have the Five of Pentacles. Now, if this, and I'm not getting clear whether this should be upright or reversed, but if it were reversed, it would be recovery. You know, the need for recovery. But if I look at it from the angle of my question was, will Trump be removed? Well, this card would be putting him out into the cold. You know, these people don't get into the church because back in the day, you know, this card was all about leprosy. So that's interesting. So this could be drafting up, the fight. You know, the perfection of the craft of being a legislator in Congress. That's the challenge. And with the Hanged Man, that would be their sacrifices to put themselves into that fight. In the past, oh, sorry about all this is my old teaching, Astro teaching deck, so Tarot Astro combo. So the little glyphs here are probably distracting for some of you, but just don't pay attention to them. So over here with the Knight of Swords, well, you know, I mean, it could be that they see this coming, and there's that real need to get going and get going fast. I mean, we just did. I'm doing this reading on what is this, December 11th, and it was just last night that Kamala swore in. Was it? Oh my goodness, was it Ro Khanna? And I know for sure it was Adam Schiff. But there was another guy, and I was like catching it at the last minute before I was falling asleep, and then going, oh yeah, yay! Oops, let me bring this up. Oh, sorry about that. There we go. That should do it. Okay. So I am wondering. Oh, I need it up a little bit more even. Okay. Yeah. So a sacrifice to make sure he couldn't get in, to keep him blocked out. Up at the top, dang it, I guess I just, oops. There, I should do it. Well, that's a little too far. There, that's perfect. Okay, so with the, again, all this Virgo energy, well, here we've got all that Pisces energy of that mystic rectangle on another level, you know, with the Moon-Venus conjunct at the point of the yod, the finger of fate, right? This one right here, this right here, that's related to the Hanged Man. But then Virgo, the opposite polarity, rules the Hermit, and there's what's hanging up above is, so if the Democrats were to do this, it definitely would put everyone in Congress in a place of doing some soul searching. Now remember, I'm not reading on January 3rd here, okay? I'm just showing you with this chart here, I'm just showing you the events that could lead up to this. Okay, this is like from now, December 11th, to, I would think they better do something before Christmas Day, because that's the day that the Electoral College votes are turned in to Washington, D.C., which I think would be electronically done. But anyway, soul searching. The Hermit is all about soul searching. It's all about taking time to make sure that things are right. So that's what's hanging over Congress. Near future, well, shoot, this is about their legacy. And again, Virgo, Mercury in Virgo. And by the time this date rolls around, when Congress is sworn in, Mercury retrograde is out of its shadow. It started at 22 degrees. It's totally out of its shadow by that day. So we will be feeling like, Well, Mars is still retrograde, so I don't know, we'll be feeling gung-ho, especially in the winter. But anyway, Ten of Pentacles does bring through something, and this would be in the near future from today, where everyone is getting together, and there's some type of, I would think, some controls that would be put into place, because this is all about establishing something, you know. Yeah. Okay. Still not really feeling like any of these should have been reversed. Okay, so that's good. Over here, ooh, all right. So internally, this is the government. The Hierophant is our government card. Externally, the shit hits the fan. And Mercury in Sag is where Mercury was, of course, when we had the election. And Mercury is still in Sag, and will still be in Sag come January 3rd. Wow. Okay, it's going to be a lot, but then again, Saturn in Sag has the ability to really, really, really get something down, and we're almost there. But they're going to be, with the Nine of Wands, they're going to be really beat up with it. They're going to feel beat up with it. So that's pretty interesting there. Okay. If I keep going, we've got the Page of Wands, good news, and the the Fool, which is that can bring in new freedom, a whole new adventure. But like Lori's saying before, you know, it could take a whole year. What's at the bottom of the deck? Eight of Swords, feeling trapped, and the Three of Cups, celebrating. Yeah, you know, these shackles aren't real. But this could be what really gets them going. That feeling trapped, and like, if we don't do this, if they don't, we're gonna be so pissed at the Democrats. I mean, we are not going to have any faith in them anymore. And maybe that's why we have this Hanged Man here, where they're looking at things from a new perspective, and it's like, oh shit, right? What's our legacy? Will we be left out in the cold? Right? And the soul searching that's going on. Plus, it could be with the Republicans. Now, we have to, I will not ever say that all of the Republicans are bad. I mean, a lot of them are, because a lot of them voted to overturn the election. But the deal is, when it comes to, wanting to keep a dictator out, I think there could be several there could be a lot. There could be many of them that say, no way. You know, it's the extremes. They get all the Matt Gaetz's, which he's out because he stepped down in order for Trump to take him, and then he didn't get taken. So things like that have happened. But the extremists, like him and Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert, and I think, didn't Lauren Boebert lose her? She didn't win, I think. Anyway, let's see. Okay. With the Kipper. One more time, I heard. Right there. Okay. Yeah, they're upright. Okay. So now this one, I'm just going to focus on Trump, and the other cards, there's so many people cards in this deck. Oh, and let me, just in case you're new to my channel, this is, where's the, oh, here it is, okay. I'm using this deck. Okay, Chero Marchetti's Kipper. All right. Okay. How's it going to go for you, Donnie? Diaper Dawn. Donnie Depends. How will this go for you? Will it be? And, you know, one of the main reasons I'm doing this is because I truly believe, it's kind of like, maybe I've watched too much Sherlock Holmes. I truly believe if you go through all the process of elimination, then the truth finally comes out. So this would be one way he could be eliminated, and we'll see. Will he be eliminated? Will he be removed by the 14th Amendment, Section 3? So this is him. He's at least worried about it. Meetings to talk about the theft that has occurred. He is feeling impoverished. How's this going to affect him? Whoa. The risk is too great. This is stop. This is stop. More secrets come out. Here would be all the, well, there's so much evidence already. I mean, that he's all, we already proved. He was impeached the second time for the insurrection. But this is about him being stopped in his insanity. This is a crisis. Okay, and then here we have the should be adjudication card, but this would be all the complaints. This would be everybody getting together to stop him, and there he is stopped. How's it going to? My question was, will he be removed? How will this affect him? There's an ending and a painful loss. Let me go a little bit further. It could be even something else about that younger woman in Russia that was arrested. Let's go one more. Okay. Ooh. Here he is. People exchanging. Whoa. Okay. See, sometimes you just need a little more info. So this is him obsessing about it. But then again, too, this could be all of the Congress people. This could be the entire Congress just going, whoa, you know, maybe we just can't let this happen. We better get him out. There are meetings. There's definitely meetings about him stealing this place of power, and then we have well, there are people meeting and visiting Trump too, but people that work for Trump are willing to take the risk. He's already on this. Trump is on this soul journey. See, all these cards back here are coming up behind him. So he's been on this soul journey for quite some time, and it's you know, he might get caught paying somebody off or bribing again. I mean, we know he's done that so many times. But anyway, yeah, we've got the flippage of something here. Somebody flipping, somebody giving. And here we've got, this could be this younger person. It's official that Congress is working, because this can't, you know, the official person is the rules and regulations, and this can't be allowed to happen. And whomever this gal is, she's giving something. You know, we've got two of the gifts here. Both of these have been my flippage cards in the past. Now, let's see. For Trump, what's coming up behind him is change. And it's not, I think it's not going into the White House. I think it's headed towards, I mean, because he was only running for president to stay out of prison. And this has been dogging him this entire time. And he has been obsessing about it. And he has taken incredible risks. I mean, look how, look what he got Elon to do, or Leon, whatever. He takes him around like this little dog and pony show, you know. But we all know that there was a big old hack in order to get him in. That's the attempt. Meanwhile, he's trying to appoint all these different cabinet members, and what he's doing is just scaring more of Congress. I don't think they like anyone that he's trying to put in. These are rapists and pedophiles, and they're, you know, all the things that he's accusing the Democrats of being, he's actually trying to get into his cabinet. So there's that. And just all the constant lying and lying and lying. The thievery card up here. And they know he has stolen. They have proof. January 6th committee had proof, evidence to end him. And all these meetings are going to be happening. He doesn't have any control over that. And they have the evidence. Trump and his clan are just going to keep working, and they think that they're going to get into this high, you know, official position. But with the courthouse card here, there's some important discovery and papers that are brought forward. This could be the papers that are saying you are Section 3'd out. And that would definitely affect all of his, loyal people. Okay. His reputation is really just with some people. It's not real. I mean, a high reputation. The man has no honor. But there is the honor of our government and judicial system that has the evidence, and they are meeting, and they don't want to be in this impoverished position, because if they let him in, I mean, we could be done, because things could happen in a way that we wouldn't want to vote again. So this is outside the realm of asking whether or not they're going to prove that there's a hack, that there was the hack, and Biden would come in and do the PEDS, use his Presidential Emergency Act powers, and declare that there was a cyber war. Now I've already read on that so many times, so you can look at that video, or those videos. But so now I'm using the Lennies, and this is this deck, the maybe Lenormand by Ryan Edward, or Lenormand, whatever you want to call it. So I think I have some cards flipped around. No, I'm okay. All right, so from this system, I'll do this real quick and then it'll be done. Will Trump be removed by Section 3, of the 14th Amendment? So let me set the intention right away. The man card comes in, that's Trump. If the woman card comes through, that'll be Kamala, because then we'll see how that would affect her. And maybe that's what she's been working on behind the scenes. Everybody thinks she's quiet, not doing anything. Some people even think she's still in Hawaii. Well, she wasn't. And then meanwhile, all these vicious rumors about her being drunk. You know what? Maybe she was just tired. Maybe it was bad lighting. Maybe she didn't have a really good microphone. Or maybe she did have a glass of wine. Dear God, give me a break. Okay, will Trump be removed? Will Congress get him out? Will they enforce Section 3 to stop him from being the next president? Yes or no? What are they going to do? Right there. Okay, there would be the law, but this would be something kind of secret right now. Oops. It's probably about right there. Okay. I changed my tripod. Sorry, this one jumps around. But the other one was driving me nuts. I kept running into it. It was on my table. Okay, that's Kamala looking back at old 45, and we got something new. And a lot of something new that's legal. There's a surprise. How this affect Trump? Possibly he's sunk and Kamala's in, like anchored in. It would be a way to manipulate things to our advantage. There's the partnership that shatters Trump's reality. Hold on. I don't need to go much further than this, but wow, look at these already. Okay. There would be a lot of eyes on the paperwork, on the documents, which is the way it would need to be, shattering Trump's abuse. Good news that's surprising. All the things that he's been trying to hide, and the people that he's hooked up with, like Leon. The Fox has been my Leon card. Elon, or everybody's calling him Elonia, or Elania. I guess it would be Elania, wouldn't it? That partnership would be revealed, and to end those ties, to try to hold down Kamala. Okay, so there's wisdom. There, okay. This would be change, but it's also the foreign connection right here, these two cards, and then right there in the center. Okay. Commitment, allies, and then celebration of independence. There's the money flow, always coming, the proof from. So that's interesting that I'm getting information about as to the hack when I'm asking about Trump being removed. But if maybe there's some other background evidence, maybe there's two things going on at the same time. So here's my Russia card. But also this is a card for protecting, the government. I don't have any government cards in here. And then we have our Starlink card. Oops, let's go up a little. There we are. Now you can see better. Okay. So I think there's going to be some surprising, I've gotten this so many times, some surprising evidence of the money flow somehow that came from Russia to Elon for the use of his Starlink satellites. And it's going to be surprising. This is the gift. If it's not money, but this is money. But if it's not, if they don't have the money flow proof, they have something else that was a gift or an offer. News coming out about an offer to Leon that is seen because it's been revealed. He's been surveilled. Now, if I take Leon out of this completely, and focus in on government, even though I didn't get the little tower card, I didn't even get the house card. But what we have here is Kamala looking back at Trump going, oh, really, I had the votes. And there's a tremendous amount of evidence about the votes and the money trail. And I'm trying to keep, Leon out of it, but this is him paying foreign people. This is him on one level paying people that $100 to register to his website or to some website that was some super PAC or whatever, that where they paid out money for their name and address, and then they created fake ballots, and it was all done to change the election or change votes, and foreign money flew in to help that whole process. The alliances against Kamala are partying it up right now, thinking they've got this nailed down. And they are, all the Russian oligarchs. And there's the abuse. Trump, abuse, Russia. Okay. I mean, sometimes you're reading on one thing and you get the information from another about another thing. So all I can say for sure is this doesn't look good for Trump. And I say that particularly because he is shattered. This is a shattered reality. This is where you thought you had everything in place, and then all of a sudden something comes in and it's like bam, and we've got the whip here, bam, right? And to his allies. This is all about him, the money, and the old man. When it comes to the Lenormand, this is the little, like the Knight of Pentacles reversed, the ASSI, right? There's that. But again, Russia, Starlink, allies partying. Secret allies, secret deals, secret foreign deals for Trump. So maybe we're just seeing why they will really work hard. I mean, it doesn't... When it comes to the yes or no, whether or not he'll be removed by the 14th Amendment, this is still unknown. I think this is the admonition that we need to write our senators. And that's what would bring harmony to fracture this thing. Like, we need to see through our power and against, this would be part of the letter, is, against foreign interference. But as far as will he be removed, I don't have the scythe, but this card is really strong. If I were using a different deck that didn't have these extra cards, probably I would have gotten the scythe. But there's fractured reality about something that was hidden. And this eye opens up the book, and the book then brings harmony, but a change. Over here, the ship card is something. When it comes to timing, it can be 3 to 4 days, but up to 2 weeks. It's an action card. It's a change card where we get to look in new directions, see new horizons. And with the star brings through the, how we're navigating and all the connections that we have. And it's also a 2-week card. So that's interesting. As far as timing goes, and again, this is December 10th or 11th. Hold on, I think it's the 11th. No, it's Tuesday, December 10th. See, that's what happens when you work 7 days a week. It all runs together. So we're talking the 14th, something like that. Any time up to the 14th, some news should come through about something, because the 17th the electors meet, and then, like I said before, on the 25th they turn in their they turn in all the certified votes from each state, the numbers, and then we have the counts. But something surprising happens before then, is what I think it's what it looks like to me. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But something comes full circle that shatters Trump. That I can say for sure. And what would come full circle? Him stealing the election, and him with his very first impeachment that didn't, or not first impeachment, second impeachment that didn't take, only because he still was impeached. He just wasn't removed. And that's on the GOP Congress. But this one's different. With the 14th Amendment, it takes 2/3 of the House and the Senate. Not just a 2/3 majority combined. It's 2/3 of both that would have to write an amnesty bill for Trump in order to protect him. I don't see them doing that. But we'll see. I might be wrong, but for now, I'm not seeing him get amnesty. We didn't have a get out of jail free card in the Kipper, and the tarot looked like, woo, something's coming in really quick. So, okay. Anyway, I'm going to get this uploaded. Big hugs, you guys. Bye.